Hey, good morning, friends. Cheers. So many thoughts, and this may be disconnected. We're going to see how it goes. But let me start off with saying it's good to see your faces in this way. Happy Friday. And I want to tell you off first by saying when I became a father, when I had our first baby Hudson, who's now 10 years old, those late nights when you're holding a baby, songs come to mind. And the one song that came to mind that I have hummed into his whole life for 10 years was boom, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da, boom, boom. Okay, I feel so silly singing to you because I'm not a singer, but Lean on Me by Bill Withers was, I don't know, right there. It was the song that just came to me as a father that I should hum Lean on Me into my son during those crying nights, during those hard nights as a kid, during those nightmare nights. So we just heard today of the passing of Bill Withers, not related to Corona. And it's a good time to reflect on the gift of music that he gave us. So I wanted to start off with just reading you some lyrics to the song that probably all of us know because maybe it was hummed into our hearts too, of Lean on Me. And here it is. Some times in our lives, we all have pain and we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. So lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. I think that song came to my heart as a dad because I figured that was the way that a father should speak to a son. And in fact, I think that's the way God speaks to us, where he says, lean on me, lean on me. We all have pain, and I'll be there for you in that. So lean on me. That is a great words for our time right now. Thank you, Bill Withers. It actually ties into so much of what is repeated in Scripture of God saying, I am here, I am with you, I am with you, I am with you. Don't be afraid, don't be terrified. I am with you. And in fact, when you get disoriented, when you get thrown off, like the older brother and the prodigal son, he's just thrown off why life doesn't make sense to him right now, why things are going the opposite way that he thought they should go. The father whispers to him, hey, I am with you and everything I have is yours. You may be disoriented now, but everything I have is yours and I am with you. And so, this is how that ties in. There's a Old Testament scholar, Walter Brueggemann, who says that all throughout the Psalms there's no greater book of collection of poetry and scripture, he says, that connects to this travel of humanity that goes through good times and bad times. And he talks about this human psychological cycle that we all have in our lives, that we get to a place that we're oriented. We imagine a circle of life and we're oriented. We wake up in the morning and everything makes sense. Our schedule goes according to plan. Everything is good in the world. You look outside and you go, it's beautiful. Everything is making sense. And then crisis happens. Not only Corona, but Bill Withers passes away and life happens, sickness happens, kids get sick and everything that's going on. Crisis hits the fan, right, of life. And all of a sudden we are spun. Our orientation of life is spun because of crisis, and we find ourselves disoriented. And we have to sit in disorientation. The grief is good to go, I don't know what's going on. None of this makes sense. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm tired, I'm depressed, I don't know, confused. Those are all the feelings that come with disorientation. It's the time we're in now as humans in the globe. And that is the time where we're in this disorientation that the Father says, lean on me. And it's also the time where the Father says, I am with you. And it is the time in disorientation that God whispers to our soul and says, hold on, we're going to get reoriented. And so Walter Brueggemann talks about this other part of being a human through this process is you have orientation, you have crisis hits, then disorientation happens. But then you begin to accept the new normal, which is now, and you begin to try to make sense of it, and you arrive at a place of reorientation in life. But reorientation seems far away to the disoriented, which is where many of us are at now. I woke up this morning and read Lamentations 3. Get this for a title, and maybe this is apropos for the time. Lamentations 3 is titled in the Message version, God Locked Me Up in Darkness. And some of us feel like that now in lockdown. And but I want to read to you this verse, Lamentations 3, verse 25, in the Message version. God proves to be good to the man who passionately waits, to the woman who diligently seeks. It is a good thing to quietly hope for help from God. It's a good thing when you're young to stick it out through the hard times. For when life is heavy and hard, to take off, go, get by yourself, enter the silence, bow in prayer, and don't ask questions. Wait for hope to appear. Don't run from trouble. Take it full face. The worst is never the worst. I love the encouragement to go off by yourself and enter in silence with God. And maybe instead of asking the questions, demanding answers, and trying to pray a quick solution into existence, we look around and try to see what God is doing. And that reminded me of Eugene Peterson. He says that prayer does not aim to get God to do something, but it aims to get us in on what God is doing. I think all of what we're experiencing now as humans in the globe, this is all part of the process of population and nature and all of that, but God has also given us minds of great wisdom to find solutions. And I think he's already ahead of us in doing that and bringing out some of the best parts of humanity. At the same time as when we see some of the worst, we also see the shiniest, greatest parts, which reminds me of Some Good News with John Krasinski. You should check that out. It's awesome. But here's a quote from Eugene Peterson about prayer and listening and being maybe trapped in the darkness right now, locked up. He says, the assumption of spirituality is that God is always doing something before we know it. So the task for us, the task is not to get God to do something that we think needs to be done, but to become aware of what God is already doing so that we can respond to it and participate in it and take delight in it. I think God is up to things all around us in our disoriented state. And my prayer for you today is that you sit and listen and see what God is doing and ask to participate in it. And it may be meeting with someone, maybe just reaching out to someone, maybe being some encouragement of love. Our kids are writing letters, or we're saying hi to neighbors over fences. There is some good news in this world. You check out, again, Some Good News with John Krasinski. May it spark your heart to be a part of what God is doing in this world as we wait in darkness, locked in, and we take it all full face. And we say, God, I'm disoriented. Help us reorient in this new, and lean on me. Thank you, Bill Withers, for those great words and encouragement that we may lean not only into God this day, but we may lean into others that for our comfort, and may we also be the people that others can lean on to be hope, to be faith, to be love, and to be grace in this time of chaos. We all need to give each other grace because everyone on the globe is in this together. Love you guys. Lean into God, lean into one another. Peace.